Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles Sabins, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment. And we'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see it. So let's get into this topic. This is something that's been on my chest for a minute. So, as you guys know, Kobe Bryant has been one of the most disrespected NBA players over the last few years, especially after his passing. Ever since Kobe passed, you got a lot of people coming out here saying crazy things about Kobe Bryant. One of them has been Gilbert Arenas, who has been a spectacular troll. Right? Gil will tell you, oh, I'm a Kobe Bryant fan. He'll show you a tattoo and all of this other stuff. But then every time he's always taking shots at Kobe, making fun of him on his platform. I'm confused. Kobe Bryant is my favorite player of all time. Where do you see me making fun of Kobe and trolling Kobe fans? Come on, what are we doing? And Gil has become popular for this. That's why when him and T-Mac went on ESPN First Take last year, they absolutely and they try to go up there and try to say, oh, well, Kobe did this. I'm like, yo, why y'all always playing with Kobe? Y'all playing with somebody y'all were never on his level. I'm confused. Y'all were never on this dude level at any point in time, ever. But then y'all got so much to say, number one. Number two, when Duke was here, we never saw this. When Duke was here, we never saw none of this. Why didn't y'all say that for the 40 years the guy was around, man? Why didn't y'all say it? Why all of a sudden now y'all got all of these things to say about the guy, right? So one of the people I was listening to this morning was D Wade clapping back at Patrick Beverley, who put out some insane comments talking about James Harden is better than D Wade and it's not even close. And as D Wade was talking to Patrick Beverley about people that are talking on players that they're not even on their level, the person I couldn't help but think about was Gilbert Arenas. Because Gilbert Arenas keeps talking about Kobe was this and Kobe wasn't really that. I'm like, bro, you was never on his level. What is this? And I'm like, D Wade is talking to people like this. These are the group of people he's talking about. And I'm like, this is something that we got to dive into. But before we even get into what D Wade had to say, the people like Gilbert and Patrick Beverley, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, PrizePicks. All right, guys, it's that time of the year. The playoff push is on. Tournament hoops are in full swing. And there's no better way to cash in if you're right on all the clutch buckets and slam dunks than PrizePicks, where it's always good to be right. I finally jumped into their Team Picks feature, and I have no idea why I waited this long. First time I tried it, I was picking game winners and totals on basketball, and I actually came out right on my first one. But even more than that, watching the game just hits different. Every bucket, every run, every late game stop actually meant something. And here's what makes it even better. It's not just individual games. On PrizePicks, you can pick who cuts down the nets, who wins the whole thing, who takes home the MVP, tournament, playoffs, even the international baseball tournament. You can call your own shot on all of it and cash in if you're right. Team Picks are live right now in 35 states. That's California, Texas, Georgia, Washington, and more, all in the same PrizePicks app you already know. Download the PrizePicks apps today and pick your first game winner, spread, or total as the playoff push rolls on, and get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup when you use code CLNS. That's code CLNS to get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks is good to be right. All right, cool. So what we want to do is I want to play what D Wade had to say, take a listen to his comments, and then we're going to come back and continue on the show.
I don't think no basketball player is better. Can he score better? Can he dribble better? It's things that they do that's better. I don't personally believe any basketball player has ever been better than me. That's our mentality. That's the only way you become great. If you are stubborn like that and you think that way, and the people probably like, you crazy as hell. No. He does things better than me. He's not a better basketball player. And so it's hard because the normal people who are having that conversation are not as good as the people that they're having the conversation about.
That is so true.
I don't understand how you can have a conversation about me and state facts when you're not as good as me. Like somebody that's in the room, we're in a room full of people who are just as good. Put me in the top 75 room, we can all have the conversations about I'm better than you.
Right.
So tell me why. If you ain't in that room,
if you LA Fitness 24 hours,
have it amongst yourself. Don't come out and act like this is factuals, because your facts is, what are your facts based on? Your facts are based on your style of play, what you like to watch aesthetically.
I've never, that is, wow.
Yeah, Pat Bev came out and just talked about me and James. Another conversation with me and James. Pat just came out definitive. He was definitive. James Harden is better than Dwyane Wade.
Stop. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. He was definitive. He was very definitive in his answer, and I was just sitting there like, okay, Pat, what's your facts?
Right.
To say that someone's better, or just come out and say what I personally like, the style of play that I like to see.
That's a great way to say
X, Y, and Z. Don't you ever fix your mouth to say nobody is better than me when you wasn't better than me. Like, you can't do that. Like, you talk about a better player, you're talking about every aspect of the game of basketball. You know how good I was at a lot of aspects of the game, but people like to see he didn't score 70 or he didn't score 60 or, he didn't get whatever the game that you like to see and you like, man, he a bad boy. We're all bad boys. None of us feel that the next person is better than us at the game of basketball. But what you like is what you like because that's what people like. They like people 6'6". They like people 6'7". They like people 6'8". They like people with handles. Whatever the case may be. But you can never say no one is better than me or it's better than Jordan or better than LeBron. Like, not better.
Right.
I like this player more. He did these things
that I like
better than this guy. But as a basketball player overall, well, we all cold. That's why we all in the top 75. So you're not in the top 75. Stop talking about the people in the top 75. I don't understand where this come from.
What we talking about?
As in better.
Right.
Like, we all in there, and it's everybody in that top 75 is better at something than someone else.
Right.
But we all in that room for a reason.
Hey, talk your talk, baby. Talk your talk.
I ain't even no talk. This is just factual. No, like, I don't understand it. Like, better? How? How is somebody better than? Oh, so you like that better?
All right. So let me get into what. Let me really let's take our time with this. It annoys me because none of these guys were half the player that Kobe was. No, I said it like a few weeks ago. None of the players talking on Kobe Bryant were ever on his level. None of them. None of them. Not even one of them. Gilbert Arenas' most memorable time as a basketball player was when he scored 60 against Kobe. Imagine. The most memorable time of your career, the one that you can point to and hang your hat on, is when you scored it against Kobe. That should tell you everything. And at one point, Gil started to talk like as if he was somehow on Kobe's level. He used to break down videos. I'm like, bro, what reality are you? What are you saying here? And I asked him, I said, Gil, could you ever lead your team in scoring and make all of the first defensive team that same year? He said, no. So what are we doing here? Could you lead the league in scoring and do it? What are we doing here? Why are y'all playing with this man's name? None of y'all was on his level. None of y'all. Even T-Mac, who I used to love growing up as an NBA player. They went up there on ESPN talking about, oh man, if I play with Shaq, their whole story is, what if I play with Shaq? Kobe said, let me show you what I can do without him. That's what separates him from all of you guys. But the part about it is y'all are too comfortable. And it's not just Kobe that they do, but they also do with Michael Jordan. The only person Gil doesn't go at and talk foolishly like this about is LeBron James. That's the only part. He wouldn't dare do it. Half of the trolling comments that Gil makes about Kobe, he wouldn't dare do it to LeBron. He wouldn't even think about doing it. Do you know how I know this? Because the day when Rich Paul went on his show, everybody on that panel was quiet as a mouse. Everybody. The Gil's Arena, where like the loudest podcast, nobody said it all. They was listening. I'm like, yo, what is this? This is LeBron aging. Y'all acting like as if Jesus just walked up on the set. What's going on with y'all? Then it became clear to me. They can play with everybody's name. Michael Jordan. The only person name they don't play with is LeBron James. That says it all. You defend LeBron more than you defend Kobe, who you call your favorite player. And what D Wade is saying, who was one of the top of the shelf players, is like, y'all are not qualified to talk. Y'all are not done enough to talk. Like when Shaq talks about G14, y'all don't even have the G. Forget about the 14. Y'all are like G1 classification. Like, y'all don't deserve to be talking about this dude. Y'all not on his level. None of y'all. And that's the fact. Y'all can crack as many jokes as you want. Kobe Bryant will be remembered. The rest of you won't. This is the facts about it all. Y'all can crack all y'all jokes, make as much fun as you want, but y'all will never be remembered the way Kobe does. All of this hating that y'all doing don't matter. It's not affecting nothing. The only people that y'all appealing to are the LeBron fans that follow that platform. That's it. They're the only ones that walk away saying, ha ha, that was funny. Nobody else takes y'all seriously. And this is what's happened in sports media, and especially in basketball. You got dudes that were never on the level of the players they talking about them so flippantly. Like, oh, that's just D-Wade. Oh, that's just him. He wasn't all that. That's what they do. Players. So if you could talk about them so easily, how should we talk about you? If you can talk about Kobe so carelessly, how should we talk about you? This is my question. And again, I ask, why has Gil's Arena never slandered LeBron the way y'all do Kobe? Why? Y'all defend LeBron so much, y'all almost defend his family too. It's like a healthcare package over there. Gil's Arena healthcare premium for the LeBron family, for the James family. Y'all putting up pictures with Kobe and Robin suits and where are the bricks on top of LeBron's head when he was in the finals and he's bricking up games? Where's that at? You can't find them. But then want to talk about, oh man, I love Kobe and I love LeBron. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as I love Kobe equally as I love. It doesn't exist. It's like a Ronaldo fan saying, I love Ronaldo as much as I love Messi. Who are you fooling? What are we talking about here? What do you mean you love Kobe as much as you love LeBron? They're two totally different players, men, characters, behaviors, but you love them equally. You're lying. And if you love them equally, why don't you slander them equally? But we're going to leave that for another day. I'm out. Peace.